when we overlook the local elections, especially at the school district level, and how important they are to the local education environment, especially how it's interacting with students and administration and how those things are laid out, you can't overlook the importance of local elections. We do have a school board election coming up in November, and one of our longtime school board members who is seeking re-election is here with me. Good morning, Steve Sturgeon.
Good morning, George. Nice to be with you.
Now, you've been with the Hart School District as a governing board member for 16 years, correct?
That's correct.
And if I'm not mistaken, you've served as president at least once, if I'm not mistaken?
A couple times.
Couple times, okay. That's why I threw in the at least once to cover me there. So you have actually a very long level of service from that, because you were also, you'd said earlier you had served with Sulphur Springs Elementary or Sulphur Springs School District before that, correct?
That's correct.
And you're going again. How long do they actually run for your term of?
These are 4-year terms.
4-year terms. Thank you. And this is something a little bit different this year from an historic perspective, in that they've actually split up the candidates into trustee areas based on recent lawsuits and putting that all together. So you're actually serving in, I think it's running in trustee area 4, am I right?
That's correct.
And that is, what does that actually cover? Which schools do those cover?
It's part of Saugus and most of, or all of Canyon Country. When I tell people, I tell them it's basically everything east and north of Golden Valley, the new Golden Valley at the top of Plum, all the way down to Soledad, and then across to Acton, Agua Dulce.
Now, how will this differ in how the schools or school districts represented compared to the traditional, whatever we used to have, you all just kind of governing the entire region, right? So,
well, we're still all governing the entire region. It's, you know, the change in trustee areas was really done to accommodate the lawsuit and to prevent the district from having to spend legal fees either to settle or to fight the lawsuit. Other districts and other agencies in this valley have spent upwards to $3 million to fight it. We didn't want to take that out of the classroom. So while none of the board members wanted the trustee areas, we did it specifically to save money and keep it in the classroom.
And to be clear, because again, really focusing on the fact that sometimes in these types of elections, people don't really focus on the details of who is representing them, their children, the administrative activities, and making the decisions on behalf of the school district. What is it that the governing board actually does for the school district?
Well, fundamentally, to make it short and sweet, okay, we are the oversight of the district. We start with policies for the district, but as a result of that, we have fiduciary responsibility to ensure that the district is financially sound, that the budgets that we maintain in the black, that we work well and have a positive relationship with our unions, therefore our teachers and our classified staff, and to set a direction for the district in terms of administration and sites and how education is going to be delivered in this valley.
And over the past 16 years, what changes have you seen as far as the Hart School District since you have, how many times have you run for re-election?
This would be my fifth election for the Hart District.
And what changes have you seen since you have been elected the first time till now? Has there been anything significant, or has it just been kind of at least being able to move forward and keeping everything positive?
Every time I think that we're going to settle down and just kind of move forward, something causes a change. The recession starting in 2008 caused a significant change to this district. The introduction of Common Core right now is causing a change in our classrooms. When I first began in '99, we were severely overcrowded. We have built 6 campuses over the course of my tenure throughout the district, and we're about to begin construction on Castaic High School, which will yet be our 7th high school in this case. So there's been numerous changes across this. We have what is now our 4th superintendent since I've been on the board. And so stability in the district and management teams and succession plans are a key item on an ongoing basis.
When we talk about from an election standpoint, I know you've got a newcomer coming in to try to, as far as a contender for the district, if I'm not mistaken. What is it that, what's the one thing that you can offer, or will continue to offer, should you be reelected?
Well, certainly it's the breadth of experience. I have a serious passion for the district and for what happens in education in this valley. I spend on the average a minimum of 10 hours a week, upwards to 40 in some weeks, depending on the time of year. Being able to attend both community and classroom events or school events on a regular basis is important in order to stay in touch with what the students are going through, what the administration is going through, and what the sites are going through, what our teachers need. I visit classrooms, I talk with teachers, I talk to students inside the classrooms in terms of what they're doing. So that kind of passion and dedication is a daily or regular, certainly, requirement of a position like this.
And understanding how to get things done, especially in your tenure, 16 years as serving on this board, is probably something that you can have as a feather in your cap. Am I correct?
Well, I'm the senior school board member on the Hart District. The breadth of knowledge certainly comes with it. It's like a secondary occupation for me. And the school district is the largest full-time employer in this valley. $200 million budget. It's bigger than the city's budget. So it's a serious, serious position.
Outstanding. And here we are. The elections are November
3rd.
3rd.
But the ballots and absentee ballots have already gone out. So people will be voting and can start voting, fundamentally this week.
Steve Sturgeon for Hart Unified School District Board of Trustee member. Be involved. You can follow the action and information as it develops as we get closer to the election season by going to our website, hometownstation.com. Always a pleasure to talk to you, sir. Thanks for coming in.
George, thanks for having me.
You bet.